Tell me the story of how you met Dad.
Well, I was sitting in my economics class in college, and he walked in, looked up, and smiled, and so I thought he was kind of cute. Um, I was in a sorority and needed somebody to go to a dance with, and so I thought, well, he seemed kind of cute and he smiled, so I waited until after our class and walked out the door, and he walked out the opposite door. I walked up to him on the sidewalk and he stopped, and I got brave enough and got nervous and just asked him if he'd like to go to a dance, and he kind of hesitated and stumbled over his words and said, yeah, and he said, let me check my schedule. So he looked at his work schedule and said that I guess he went ahead and got somebody to work his shift and ended up going to the dance with me, and that's kind of how our first interaction was.
Describe your marriage proposal.
Well, on one of our first dates, we went to this little beautiful pond area with a kind of a park-like setting, and so he chose to propose in that same spot that we had kind of originally had our first date or kind of outing together. And so he bought some Olive Garden food, and we met there and sat at the picnic table and ate, and then he got down on one knee and proposed. So.
Tell me about the day I was born. How did you feel the first time you saw me and held me?
Well, you were C-section. We couldn't get you moved. You were breech. So one thing that was happy was that we got you out safely, since they had to do the C-section to get you out. So there was a lot of relief that day, and just relief that you were healthy and came out okay and there weren't any issues. So, but overjoyed that we had another little girl. I was excited for Lauren that she would have a sister to grow up with, because I had a sister to grow up with. I thought that would be fun. And just, you were an easy baby, so you slept and ate, and you were pretty easy.
Can you tell me about one of your happiest memories with me?
I don't know, there's a lot of them. When you were little, some of my happiest memories were you had this infectious giggle, and so something would happen and you would not stop giggling, and we would get giggling and laughing just watching you giggle and laugh, because your laugh was so funny and contagious.